What's up, everybody? DeAngelo here, and this video is going to be on how you guys can essentially get paid $100 a day, or more, literally just talking on the phone. So what you're going to be doing for this method, guys, is literally just starting a consulting business. Now, this can literally be in anything that you have experience in, and it has to be something that you can get some results in. I have to make this very, 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 very clear. You have to teach something that you actually know how to do. If you try to teach someone something you don't know how to do, you're just gonna end up with a whole bunch of chargebacks. It's nothing. It's gonna be nothing but loan money, and this is gonna be a complete headache. And you're literally just gonna be wasting your time doing this method. All right. But if you do this correctly, you can literally make 6 figures a year off of this, or even more, depending on how much you charge. Right. So it's actually very simple. All right. So let's just get our little handy dandy board out here, doing our our favorite little whack drawings. All right. So this is you, right? Very simple. All you got to do is make a list of things that you can actually do. All right. And it has to be, again, things you can do. Okay. So that, right? So you write your list out. Let's say you're really good at this, and you can get people to build a skateboard, right? So let's say that's your thing. You teaching people how to build skateboards, right? So literally all you have to do from there, once you got your little stuff here picked out, all you do is start a website. All right, and it's actually very simple. You can even get these made for. You can even buy consulting websites. Just change them to whatever you need to be changed to. Just gonna have your phone number or whatever the way they can contact you. After they make a purchase or whatever. Have all the details, all the videos, all their questions. Every time you get a new questions, you add it to the frequently asked question part. All of that, right? So literally everything can be pretty much hands off, no talking to people unless you want to, of course, and all that stuff, right? So once you do that, literally all you do is collect your payments. I kid you not, guys, it's literally the easiest thing ever, right? Boom, that's it. You don't have to spend any money other than getting your website up, and then all you're going to be doing is talking about your experience. Now, again, I cannot stress this enough. If you do not know what you are doing in the field that you chose, don't even do it. Okay, you're literally just gonna get a shit ton of chargebacks, and if you have it set up to where basically people have to make a payment to where they can get their money back, all they're gonna do is just go on YouTube and blast you all around YouTube and Facebook or whatever, just talking about how shitty you are. And true, it's free publicity, but if you actually it's different if it's bad publicity when you actually know what you're doing, because then no matter what, they're just advertising you for free. You're just gonna make money. But if you actually don't know what you're doing and you're basically just scamming people, then you're just getting bashed at this point, and everyone's going to bash you, and they're going to not fuck with you. It's just that simple. So you definitely want to make sure it's something that you actually know how to do. So 1,000,001 people are going to go into the making money online niche. I don't know why, but that's just what people are going to try to do. All right. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. If you buy one course and you do a little bit of something and you make like $20, okay, that's not enough experience. You need to go out and actually spend thousands of dollars on a campaign. Whatever it is that you're going into, you want to be apart from everybody else. 99% of people will go and spend $5 on a Facebook ad campaign. 99% of people won't go out and spend $10,000 on a campaign. Now that's completely different. Now you're in a completely different league now. All right, 99% of people are going to be over here, doing some $5 a day, $5 here, $5 here, a little bit of money here, a little bit of money. Now, if you're spending cash like that, even if you're losing money, people will still want to get a one-on-one call with you just to know what not to do. All right, that's pretty much all you're gonna be doing for these type of calls here. It's just basically talking about your experience, and then you want, again, something that you can get people results in. If you can't get people results in whatever it is that you're selling, then you do not, I repeat, do not start a consulting business in that area. It has to be something that you personally do, something that that you can actually do, right? You'll know real quick from someone who knows what they're talking about versus someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. Let's say you go and you start a one-on-one call with someone. They're for native advertising, right? It's all you need is $200, and this landing page right here work, and and this and that, you'll be all good to go. You don't need any cloakers. You don't need nothing. You don't need to spend all that money. All those scammer guru people just telling you stuff you don't need. Blah blah blah. Right? That sounds real good to the ear. That sounds fantastic. That sounds real good. Right? But then when you realize you need cloakers, you got to have certain type of landing pages, or your ad won't get approved. You need about 3 or 4,000, to get started just for running one campaign. I mean, even on a cheap end, you might can get away with 1,500 to 2,000. But I mean, you need thousands of dollars, just to get started on one campaign. Again, that sounds beautiful to the ear. All you need is $200 to get started. All you need is this. You don't need cloakers. You don't need that. You're hearing it sounds real good to the ear because you only need $200. You don't need to buy a cloaker. You're gonna be saving money. That sounds real good to the ear. But then when you realize, you go and you actually start doing this stuff, that you need thousands of dollars, you need cloakers, you need people to build your landing page, you need to spend that money, then it's like, oh damn, dude lied to me, or dude's basically scammed me, he didn't know what he was talking about, and stuff like that. So that's just how it is, guys. Okay, you need to do stuff that you actually have experience in. Again, and the reason why a lot of people go into this whole making money online space or whatever is because you don't get to talk to people. That's kind of the shitty part about it. But I mean, you really don't get to talk to people. Like all the courses I spent, 4 figures on or whatever, I didn't get to talk to pretty much any of those people because they're already making millions, right? Like your little $3, $4, or $5,000 or whatever isn't even like coming close to what they're making per month. That's just like icing on their $50 million cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be able to talk to that person. At the very most, you might have like a support team or something like that. But for the most part, you might not even have that. Like for A1 Revenue, for the most part, there is no customer service. Like I've had like a shit ton of people from A1 Revenue hit me up like I'm the fucking owner. Like, hey dude, I saw your video on YouTube and I need some help with this. Like I don't run A1 Revenue. I don't get any commissions from that video or nothing, Like, and that's true. I would, just help them out or whatever. But for the most, I don't get anything from that, just other than the satisfaction of helping somebody out, So like you're not gonna you gotta have it's like strictly for wolves when that comes. Like when on those type of like large scale stuff like that is for wolves. So when you get a bunch of the baby wolves down here, they need some guidance, So they're just like I just really don't understand this. I want to make sure it's done right. I need a bigger wolf, up here to help me out. So then when they see so and so is doing a one-on-one call, they go and they pay for the one-on-one call. Then they realize that this quote-unquote wolf don't really know what the hell he's talking about. So then he's sending them down the wrong path, and the money's over here. The money's over here, and basically this person's trying to get here. But, since they bought training from him and he don't know what the fuck he's talking about, now they're just basically losing money, and there's no money over here. All the money's over here, and he don't even know how to get over here, except for collecting payments from the baby wolves or whatever. So you need to make sure that the person. Oh, no, my bad. I'm getting completely off track here. I'm just went from talking about doing consulting to actually buying consulting courses. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you need to make sure you know what you're talking about. If you do not know what you're talking about, again, you're just going to waste your time. You're going to waste that person's time. You're not going to get paid. You're going to get a bad name for yourself. There's a whole bunch of negatives to doing this if you don't really know what you're doing, okay? It doesn't have to be in the making money online niche. I keep saying that because, it doesn't have to be. 1,000,001 people are always trying to do the making money online niche. Making money online, 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 okay? Do something else, whatever it is that you're good at. Like, let's say there's even people who legit charge like $100 to go into a single Fortnite video game. Like just to be in there, $20, $30 or whatever. Go play a video game for a session. Oh yeah, we can get in the top 5. If we can get in the top 10, it's $20. Something like that. It doesn't just simple stuff like that, guys. You can make so much money out here in the consulting business. It's not even funny. But again, you don't want to charge too little though. All right, that's another thing too. You don't want to charge a little bit of money, depending on what it is you're doing. Because let's say, like for me personally, example, right? I'm teaching people how to do the Done For You campaign for Craigslist and stuff like that, right? I can't have it at $20, for the sole reason, that every time they make a commission, obviously it's going to be, like 3 times higher than that, like literally, like right out the gate. Like there's already people who's made their money back literally the very first day, right? Stuff like that. You want to charge something to where you're going to be able to, make money, and it's going to be able to compensate for your time. Because like for me right now, for an average person, you know, it's going anywhere from like literally like 1 to like 4 hours. Like this, like, you know, and then, you know, you obviously got the few over here that like legit take like 20 minutes because they know most of the stuff. But like for most people that are like completely brand new or mediocre, you know, or like not mediocre, but you know, like just in the middle, stuff like that, like, you know, it's gonna take anywhere from 1 to 4 hours because I don't set the campaign up for them. I basically, you know, let's say we're doing Team Viewer, right? And you know, we're talking on the phone or Skype or whatever, and I literally walk them through everything. All right, because I mean, if you take the campaign from from A to Z, right? I set everything up for them. It would take like 15, 20 minutes, right? Have a nice day. They'd be happy because they make money and stuff like that. But at the same time, what happens when B breaks down? What happens when W breaks down? What happens when Y breaks down, right? They don't know how to do anything because they never did anything. You know, what happens when the landing pages stop working? What happens when this stops working? What happens if the, you know, the server goes down? What happens if your hosting messes? Like all of this stuff that could go wrong, you know, they won't know what to do at that point. So when you go through, you actually like take someone step by step. True, is going to take way longer, but at the same time, that person is going to be a lot more thankful. They're actually going to know how to like do things versus you just setting it up for them. So the consulting is like all about getting people results, guys. Okay, in a nutshell, that's literally all you're going to be doing is just getting people results. So if you can get them results and making money online, then by all means, you can start a consulting business, right? Again, if you don't know what you're doing, I cannot stress this enough because I mean, a lot of people really don't know what the fuck they're doing. You're just going to waste a lot of people's time and stuff like that, all right? So, oh yeah, that was right too. I forgot about the whole money thing here, all right? So when you charge too little, you know, you're going to have a lot of people hit you up and then, you know, I would say a lower quality people, but people who are not serious about making money will jump on something that's cheap. All right. If you charge 3 figures for something, the odds of you getting someone who's not serious about making money is like really drop down. You charging 4 figures, shit, that person is normally serious as hell. I mean, like really serious for 4 figures or whatever. But I mean, for 3 figures or whatever, you're normally like in that middle area. You know, it's kind of like a hit or miss sometimes, depending on your audience and stuff like that. But if you can target right, you're going to be pretty much good to go. So again, it really just depends on what it is that you're doing and stuff like that. I don't know how long it would take to build a skateboard, stuff like that. You know, let's say like an hour or 30 minutes. I don't know. It's like a board. You just put some screws in or something. I don't know. Like let's say you're teaching them how to actually carve out the board itself. That might take a way longer versus, you know, doing that, or you might do something where it's like completely hand carved or something like that. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is pretty much it in a nutshell, guys. It's a very easy way to make money, you know, and all you're going to do is pretty much be talking on the phone. So again, can't stress it enough. I know I said this a million times now, but make sure it is something that you are good at, something that you can get people results in. If you cannot get people results, at least more money, like let's say you're doing like the making money online niche or whatever, like, you know, if you can't make them more money than a call costs, let's just like your call is $50. If you can't make them $50, do not do it, okay? Like, don't do anything that you're not really like good at, that you haven't been like, if you don't have experience in it, basically, don't do it. But that is pretty much it, guys. Hopefully this video helped you guys out, and this can make you a lot of money if you do it. You know, if you have no experience in anything that you can like, or any valuable assets or skills or whatever that you can teach someone, that should be what you should start focusing on for, you know, the next like 6 months or however long it takes you to get good at whatever it is that you choose to do. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully this video helped you guys out.